Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. I'm going to be using these decks for this month's readings. This deck is the Lovely Omens Tarot, the Wild Unknown Tarot, the Tarot of Pagan Cats, the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, and the Archetype cards by Carolyn Miss. A little bit about how I read the cards is that I'm more of, I would say, an intuitive reader, which means that I kind of look at the cards and see the story that they're telling me, how they interact with each other, where they want to be placed. I don't really follow a particular spread because when I pull the cards, they just kind of tell me where they want to be laid out. Sometimes that's in the same fashion as other videos, and sometimes it's completely 100% different and might not make sense to everybody, but that is how I tend to do that. I don't really do reversals. What I do is I will shuffle all of my cards upright, and if a card is meant to come out in reverse, it will come out in reverse. I also I don't tend to call out signs. And I know that bothers some people, but to me, it's just not something that I look for just because it's energy. We don't know a person's whole chart. You know, like say if you're wanting to know the signs for the other person that's coming out in a reading. We don't know their full chart. They could easily have, you know, other strong placements that we just don't know about. So it's just not something that really gets called to my attention very often. What does get called to my attention a lot is number patterns. I see a lot of numbers, so that is more what my mind sees. So that's a little bit about me. So let's go ahead and get started with the reading. Hello everyone, welcome to the Cancer Collective energy reading. I am here to do a reading for Cancer energy in general. You can have Cancer as your sun sign, you can have Cancer anywhere in your chart, or you can just be drawn to the Cancer energy. Cross-watchers are also welcome. All that I ask is that if you're here, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay. I got a lot of messages when I was meditating on your energy. I don't know if I really want to go over all of it because there was just so much. But I will say that I think maybe there was something pretty major that happened in the eclipse season that was in your sign. It just seems like I guess one of the images I got that I'll go over is it was like someone was standing in the street and it was like supposed to be a busy street, but it was empty, and you just were standing out there and like feeling a miss, or not necessarily you, it could be you or someone in your energy like field that you're around, you know, or you know their energy or whatever. So yeah, it was just kind of like that, and I guess I don't know, that's just kind of how 2020 has felt in general. But maybe there was something that happened around Cancer season, like all those eclipses and stuff that, I don't know, was kind of making you feel a little bit lost still. Okay, can I have one or two archetype cards for Cancer, please? One or two archetype cards for Cancer. Oh, that's a huge stack. I might go over a little bit more at the end, more of the messages that I was going to give if I notice that they pertain to the reading itself. But that was kind of like the main gist of it, is like just you feeling a little bit, I don't know, misplaced. Huh. I have 1 or 2 archetype cards, please, for Cancer. Well, Father's on the bottom, so we'll see. Oh, 2 cards came out. Liberator. Light attributes. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Shadow attributes. Imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. You know what it looks like to me? That woman is taking the torch and like lighting it with the sun. I need to get a better camera. This is so bad. Yeah. And scribe. Light attribute. Preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attribute. Altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So I'm seeing the red. There's a lot of red in this card. That's so interesting because it doesn't look very red, but it's more red in person than it looks like on the camera. It's so interesting. I don't know what time of day was this. I don't know if it was as I was like starting to get into your energy or if it was before that. What made me think of these colors? But I was seeing red, green, and blue, and those were like the main colors in this card. And then the card itself is green. And then this one's blue. So it was like a root, heart, and throat chakra. But yeah, the first thing that came out here was like all the red in the background, and then the red, I thought they were apples at first, but they're strawberries, I'm pretty sure. The green are apples, but the red are strawberries. But anyway, so it's like maybe someone's needing to ground a little bit. Okay. Give me a second to just kind of think about what the cards are saying. Okay. So just like a little side note with this father on the bottom. Here, I'll show you. The father on the bottom. You know, that looks like a healthy relationship to me, that father and child. Looking at the stars, laying on the ground together, it looks like a healthy father relationship, so that's good. I am kind of getting, just as like a little side note, like I said, that this person here, I think, is either liberating themselves from a more toxic father figure, or they're actually teaching their father. They're like liberating their father's mind. or a father figure, you know, like yeah, I'm really getting that sense that you're like someone here is liberating like their father. It's so crazy. But that's just like a side note. But also your father could be this person. Or maybe your father is liberating. It's like someone's father is either being liberated or is liberating, or you're liberating from a toxic father figure. Anyway, so there's a liberator and a scribe. So someone could be a writer. You know, either you or this. It's like the person being liberated is. They're just saying an artist of some kind. And art can literally be so many things. So many things. So yeah, we have someone liberating and someone being liberated. And it's like she's reaching up to the sun so she can go forth. And like she wants to give it to this person, you know, because she's being liberated. It looks like she's like stepping up out of something, right? So she's being liberated. And then she's going on to liberate the next person and the next person. And it's like, it's a ripple effect. Okay. Well, this is really good energy considering what I was in beforehand. Okay. So first I want to look at the liberator. Can we clarify the liberator, please, for Cancer? Clarify the liberator for Cancer, please. Can we clarify liberator for Cancer, please? Thank you. Oh, so 4 cups on the bottom. So we'll see. I don't know. Sometimes like the bottom tells their own little story, you know. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Death. Liberation, right? 5 of Pentacles. Okay, just a second. Okay. So what I'm kind of getting is that maybe it's like you were kind of liberated from a job. Just because there's a lot of pentacles out here. And with the energy that I was feeling beforehand, where it's like maybe you have had the same career path for a really long time, and 2020 comes along and, you know, kind of messes with that kind of path for a lot of people, and you could very well could have been one of them. But I'm not getting that it's a bad thing. Oh my gosh. They just told me that you were liberated so you could become an artist. Well, they specifically said writer. But then quickly they said, you know, art. With that 4 of Cups on the bottom, I feel like you're really trying hard not to look at this message. Like you're wanting to get back into your field and, you know, whatnot. That you're not looking at something that's being offered to you, because that's what the Four of Cups is like ignoring an offer, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, when I said that, it was like, it's like the whole, you know, like blessing in disguise type thing, because you are the Queen of Pentacles and you're going through a transformation, you're being liberated. You're not being cast aside, you're being liberated. It literally says liberated. And yeah, it does make you feel like, you know, like the Five of Pentacles, left out in the cold or whatever. It makes you feel like that, dismissed. But you're stepping up and out of it. So maybe you're doing it willingly. Maybe you are. Maybe not at first, but you're kind of like starting to go into that mentality a little bit. Because you're stepping up and out. And with that white dress, I'm just getting like purity. Like it's like your true path that you're going towards. The scribe. So, you know, it's like the scribe is getting liberated, but the scribe is you. I thought at first it was two separate energies, but it's not. Do some root work. I think that's really important for you right now. To kind of like get into that like artistic vibe. I feel like earthy vibe is so artistic. Maybe that's because I'm an earth sign, so I feel that way, but I don't know, it's just kind of like just using the earth element. It's like a sensual thing, you know, and like that can translate so easily into art. I love earth energy so much. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and just get some cards for the scribe, even though I think it's you. I just kind of, I don't know. Okay, we got the 10 of Wands. Yeah. With the Son of Swords on the bottom. It's interesting. So I'm kind of getting, I guess, they're saying you're doing a lot of like research right now, maybe. And the reason I'm saying that is because like the Son of Swords is often like, it can come across as like, you know, getting quick communication, like over the internet through text message or whatever, or you know, stalking people, whatever. And so I feel like with the 10 of Wands, it's kind of telling me that you're just kind of like going in and figuring out, because the 10 of Wands is where you feel burdened, right? Like you're carrying everyone else's burdens with you. And I feel like you're starting to realize that this job that you had was what was kind of like conditioned into you. And even though you like enjoyed it, until it was gone, and then you realize like, why was I even doing that? Does that make sense? Because you're the Queen of Pentacles, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, like, she enjoys what she does. Or maybe, they're also saying like being maybe called non-essential might have messed with you a little bit. That's like kind of like an egoic thing, but not really. I mean, because that would be, excuse me, that would be hard. Because it's such a harsh word to call someone, even though it was being used so flippantly. It is kind of like a harsh thing to say. Essential, non-essential. We were categorized into two groups. And it's just so much more complex than that. Just know that. But I feel like, yeah, you're going in, you're figuring out. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of research. You're researching of why you are doing the things that you're doing. Maybe you're journaling a lot. And as you journal, as you're writing, you're figuring out all the conditioning. What wands you can drop, because like really you only need the one wand, right? The Ace of Wands, to spark something within yourself. You're getting there. It's almost like pickup sticks, but you don't need to pick them up. You need to drop them and leave them. Don't pick them back up. Okay, do I need to clarify any of these cards? You know, I don't really feel the need to clarify any of these. No. I was gonna do the Scribe, but and the Ten of Wands, but it's so clear. Okay, so I'm not gonna use the Tarot of Pagan Cats, but the Empress is on the bottom, so that's nice. Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice for my Cancers, please. Can I get some advice for Cancer, please? You might have a really complex relationship. I was going to say relationship with your father, but with this Four of Cups, it's like maybe your father is offering you something. But you really don't want to go down that road, it seems like. Even though you love your father, just, I don't know if that would be a good idea. Maybe. Only you would know. You guys are looking at the stars in that father card. Looking at the stars. Maybe he had high hopes for you, and that's why you were in this energy. And you're kind of realizing, like, and it wasn't like a malicious thing. I'm not getting that it was malicious. It just is what it was. He saw potential in you, and he wasn't wrong. They weren't wrong. You became the Queen of Pentacles. I'm also getting to that some of your guys' fathers have passed, and they're a guide for you, and they might be trying to get your attention. To guide you. Maybe you've felt lost since they've passed. I don't know. Okay. Can I get one or two, or however many? I don't care. It's not like 20. Can I get some cards for advice for Cancer, please? Sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So I do feel like that has something to do with, like, for those of you who, you know, your father has passed or whatever. I don't mean to say or whatever, because it's not or whatever, but if that is your truth, I'm very sorry. But yeah, it just seems like whoever your guides are, they're wanting to help you, and you just have to take the time out. And it seems like you are with this. If you're like journaling a lot, or even just doing any artistic endeavor. 2222 when I said that. at the bottom. Don't back down. Yeah, it is. It's like don't back down. If you're wanting to change careers after all of this has happened, they're saying to do it. Don't back down, to transform. And to do that, call in your guides. Really make it a point to, like, you know, wake up every day and meditate, or pray before bed, whatever you choose to do to connect to your your guides, or whatever you want to call them, spirit, universe, God. I'm gonna get one more. Can I have another oh, okay. I just felt like I wasn't only supposed to get one advice there for you for some reason. Prosperity, abundanta. Oh wait, no. Abundantia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Abundantia. Actually, I don't like saying them wrong, so I'm gonna look it up. Abundantia. Huh, interesting. Okay. Endings and beginnings. Oh, yes. Something is definitely ending and something is definitely beginning. You can say that she's the goddess of, well, endings and beginnings. It's like the death, right? I'm not sure what her technical, let me see it, it'll say in here. Kali. Hindu goddess. Birth, death, and rebirth, which, you know, we got the death card there. Embodiment of Mother Nature, which is funny because you have Cordelia go outside as well. Maybe you're supposed to create a sacred space outside if you have the space to do it, or if you have an outside space that you haven't. Oh, it's like if you have this space that you've always felt at home at, but you haven't been there for a while, you're supposed to go there. Huh. Yeah. Go to wherever you're supposed to go. Go to whatever space outside that you've always felt called to. And go there, and there's like a message waiting for you there. Take your journal. You scribe, you. Okay, Cancer, I think this is your reading. I want to thank you, any of your guides that have come and given me messages today, any of my guides that are present. I just thank everyone for participating. And if you resonated with this, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.